Remember, lads, big smiles. The constabulary needs to put on a good showing.
Do we really need to do this, sir? It's not our job.
It is today. We're spreading cheer.
We're spreading Christmas cheer for Christmas or for Gleaton's department store?
Oh, it'll be fun. Surely it's about making memories.
Sir, did you know that every department store in this city, including Gleaton's, has their own Santa Claus?
The wee nippers probably can't tell the difference.
We've completely lost the true spirit of Christmas.
Here, ring the bell. Maybe that'll help you find the spirit.
Sir, is it supposed to sound like an awful racket?
They're tuning their instruments, Higgins.
Hey, you got a light? Should an elf be smoking? Not my problem. Hey, oh. Much obliged.
A little whiskey to warm my soul.
Jim, you want some? What? Indulgence is what Christmas is all about, sir.
Not when you're on the job.
Everyone, the parade is about to begin. Move to your appointed positions.
What the devil's going on now?
He's dead?
Merry Christmas, everyone. Come on, please, this way.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the Christmas parade has been canceled for today. Please return to your homes.
He seems to have been bludgeoned in the back of the head.
Right. What? Is there something? There is something inside of his mouth. It's money. And there's a handkerchief. It reads naughty. Perhaps the killer thought he was no good.
No, this is one Clarence Barnes. Now, that name sounds familiar.
He's a landlord, and not the good sort. We've had several complaints about the state of his properties.
My parade. I've been working on this for months. How could this have happened?
Yes, you're the event organizer.
Mr. Wes Taliford. You need to find who ruined my parade.
Ruined your parade? Wes, a man has been murdered.
Sir, do you have an idea who might have done this?
Gleaton's rival, Mr. H.H. Fudger.
From Simpson's department store.
That's the one. Those two have had a dreadful back and forth for years now.
You think he would resort to murder?
To rain on our parade, he surely would.
The body was found on your sleigh. Other than yourself, did anyone else go near it?
Yes, the elves, reindeer, Mr. Taliford, and that robust police chap over there.
So did you notice anyone lurking around today?
There have been people milling around all day.
I didn't see anyone getting onto the sleigh until Santa did.
When was the sack placed on the sleigh?
The sack was already there when we arrived this morning.
So the body was likely put into the sack last night or early this morning.
Did you see anything out of place?
Your silly little hat looks out of place. It's not very festive, is it?
So what time was it that... I'm sorry, what was that? I said, what time would... Could you come again? What time... Now, what time was it you got here this morning?
There was an incident this morning at the Christmas parade.
Yes, I heard. Serves Gleaton in his garish parade, right?
Yes, I understand the two of you have quite the rivalry.
Well, I wouldn't call it that. He is a money-grubbing cur who has been stealing my customers for years with lies and false advertising.
Did you know Clarence Barnes? He was found dead this morning in Santa's sleigh.
Santa's sleigh? His so-called Santa wears a fake beard. Our Santa has a real beard.
Please answer the question.
Gleaton would say it was me. He takes any opportunity to besmirch my name. Oh, his obsession with me is almost flattering. Of course I didn't do it. Look at me. I am a dignified man. I would never trifle in such brutish matters.
Where were you last night?
Oh, if you must know, last night I was having a dalliance at the ice sculpture show.
With?
A lady friend.
Who?
It's quite the scandal, really. I trust I can count on your discretion.
Mr. Fudger, I am this close to tossing you in our cells.
Miss Margaret Windward.
Of Windward's department store in Vancouver?
One and the same.
We'll have to confirm with her then. All right, Mr. Fudger, you may go for now. I'll contact you if I have any further questions.
Oh, when you have some time, you should bring your family down to our Santa's grotto. You won't be disappointed.
Right, everyone, gather round, gather round. I've decided that this year we're going to do a secret gift exchange. Everyone pulls a name out of the hat, keeping it to yourselves, of course, and then you buy that person a gift costing no more than $3.
Sir, brilliant. Clandestine gift giving. A Santa Claus who must give in secret. We could call it Santa, or a secret, Santa's Secret of Santa.
Catchy.
$3. That's exorbitant.
Don't be such a bloody cheapskate, Murdoch.
On the other hand, $3 might not quite cover it.
Effie, transform the place.
Like it?
And mistletoe.
You know what that means, George.
I do indeed.
Effie?
Mother!
I'm done with that man.
Have you had another fight with Father?
I never want to see him again.
Detective, you wanted to talk to me? I take it you have found the culprit and recovered the funds?
What exactly are you talking about?
The robbery? The money stolen from our office. It's $1,000. And Mr. Barnes is sure to blame me.
I regret to inform you that Mr. Barnes is dead.
It seems Christmas has come early.
I take it the two of you did not have a pleasant working relationship.
Mr. Barnes did not have a pleasant relationship with anyone, working or otherwise.
We have heard some complaints.
Mr. Barnes, God rest his soul, was not a good man. Lawsuits, evictions, enemies galore.
What dispute was he working on most recently?
He had a nasty argument with a woman from St. Nicholas Orphanage down in the ward.
What was the nature of their dispute?
He was in the process of evicting them. Those children were due to be out on their ears by December 24th, just in time for Christmas.
Miss Hart,
Inspector, what can I do for you?
I drew Watts in the gift exchange, but I'm at a loss.
Didn't you say yourself that revealing the identity of your gift recipient flies in the face of the spirit of Christmas?
I don't give two hoots about that. What should I get him?
Something nice, I suppose.
But what if it's too nice? Will it be sending the wrong message? Why are you laughing? I'm quite a good-looking fella.
Sir, just because a bumblebee likes flowers, it doesn't mean it will alight on every blossom.
Why are we talking about flowers? Have I missed something?
Everyone here seems to be having quite a Merry Christmas.
You can have Christmas now. Santa read my letter.
Oh, it certainly is a miracle.
Miss?
Velma Joy. I run the orphanage.
Detective William Murdoch,
Watson,
Detective Watts of the Toronto Constabulary. We'd like a word.
Oh, certainly.
We've learned from Mr. Barnes' office that this orphanage was on the verge of eviction. Where did you get the money for all of this?
I found $1,000 on my doorstep this morning, but I've already sent my employee, Miss Sarah Jenkins, down to pay off all the debt and stop the eviction.
$1,000. That's the exact amount that was stolen from Mr. Barnes' office.
Did you steal the money and kill Mr. Barnes?
What? The children?
What? Heavens, no. I did not even know he was dead. The money appeared with a red bow wrapped around it, and I assumed it was a gift.
Where were you last night?
I have been stuck here for the past 2 days with all the children packing for our impending eviction. I did nothing wrong.
Thank you, Miss Joy. We need to find out if that debt was in fact paid.
I'll go to Mr. Barnes' office and see what I can find.
Effie's mother is properly set up shop now. I'm afraid there's no turning back.
Trust me, you need to be rid of her sooner rather than later. Every time Ruthie's mother shows up, they always leave me as the third wheel.
Well, I've tried. I've tried to convince her she should return to her husband. I mean, it's the holidays. They should be together, right?
Do you think it worked?
She may have listened a little bit.
$1,000 was stolen from Mr. Barnes' office, and then the same amount was delivered to the doorstep of Velma Joy.
Perhaps money is the key. But that's so impersonal.
I'm sorry, sir?
My gift for Watts. Murdoch, have you not been listening to me at all?
Is Watts Jewish?
Not in practice.
Still, I don't think he celebrates Christmas.
I still have to get him a gift.
Mrs. Potts? Barnes's receptionist claims that no one has been by to pay off the orphanage's debt today.
So Miss Joy was lying?
Perhaps not. On a hunch, I asked for a description of the woman with whom Mr. Barnes had his argument. Mrs. Potts said she was a young woman with dark hair. This was just a preliminary sketch I was working on. But then I realized that description fits Miss Joy's employee, Sarah Jenkins.
So Miss Jenkins could be the woman in question?
That would be my guess.
Then we'll need to speak with her.
Feel free.
Buddy. Detective Murdoch, Toronto Constabulary. Right, thank you. They've found another body.
You two go ahead. I'll find this Miss Jenkins.
What?
Sir, in here.
Good Lord. Mr. Flatius Grimes, a local loan shark.
Sir, this ledger was on the desk. It appears to contain a list of his debtors.
Both of his kneecaps have been broken. I've heard that that's what men in his line of work do. Poetic.
Oh, Miss Sarah Jenkins. It seems she was also in hock to Mr. Grimes.
Quite the coincidence.
All right, Henry, let's get the body down to the morgue.
Yes, sir.
Apparently, Mr. Grimes' brand new automobile has been stolen from the driveway, a flashy red number.
Another theft, just like the first victim. And the only person that seems to be connected to both of them is Miss Jenkins.
George Crabtree, how could you?
What did I do?
It is completely unacceptable to threaten to throw my mother out of our house.
I did no such thing.
Well, Mother says you did.
And who are you going to believe, me or Deirdre Newsom?
It's a toss-up.
Effie, all I did was encourage her to make up with your father. I said that the holidays were no time to hold a grudge.
Mother's arrival has thrown a bit of a wrench in our plans.
It's our first Christmas in our new home. We should be spending it together, alone.
Well, she is my mother. We'll have to figure it out somehow.
Miss Jenkins, we've now connected you to both victims.
You got into an altercation with Mr. Barnes a couple of days prior to his death. And you're in debt to Mr. Grimes.
The orphanage is my home. They took me in when I had nowhere else to go.
Then why steal the money Miss Joy gave you to pay the orphanage debt?
I didn't steal it. I was on my way to pay it off when I heard of Mr. Barnes. I figured he didn't need the money anymore. So I was taking it to Mr. Grimes instead.
But then you killed him.
No, of course not. When I got there, there were police everywhere, so I left.
Do you have an alibi for your whereabouts last night?
I was on a nighttime stroll. I'm not an easy sleeper.
Can anyone confirm that?
No. But I swear on my life that I did neither of those men any harm.
I'm sorry, Miss Jenkins, but we're going to have to place you under arrest.
Mr. Grimes was killed with a swift blow to the back of the head with a blunt object.
Exactly like Mr. Barnes.
Well, the wounds are quite similar.
Likely the same killer. You've enjoyed some of the finest things that life has to offer.
This is an odd turn.
What's something a lady might like for Christmas?
Oh, I'm sure Julia would do well with a nice bottle of sherry.
Yes, she certainly loves her libations, sir.
Any other suggestions?
I really couldn't say. I'm not much interested in Christmas at all.
Not even the gifts?
Peace and quiet is the only gift I'm seeking. I found something.
Is that a handkerchief?
There's a note. It reads, naughty.
It seems someone has taken Santa's Christmas list to heart and punished the naughty and rewarded the nice.
Next what? I think I am going to be the next name on the naughty list.
Henry, don't be ridiculous.
Well, he is after the naughtiness. You and your liver pie know I have done some very bad things.
You're the one who ate my liver pie last week.
Please, George, focus.
Henry, I'm busy.
I forgot to make this right.
Sir.
George, what's the matter?
Sir, what do you do when a guest who you didn't invite in the first place refuses to leave your home when you're trying to have a romantic Christmas holiday with your new wife?
That's a rather specific question. I suppose you try to enjoy the holiday with said guest.
Because you have a rather large house.
I found the automobile, Detective.
Does it belong to Sarah Jenkins?
No. It would just be for a short while.
Pardon me, young man. Did your parents purchase this car?
No, it's from Santa. It's a gift so that we can see our father for Christmas.
You wouldn't have seen him otherwise?
Well, he works in Perry Sound, and Mother said he wouldn't make it back this Christmas. But now that we have a car, we can go to him.
And when did Santa drop this car off?
Well, it wasn't there in the morning, but it appeared after lunch, like magic.
Miss Jenkins was already in our cells. I'm releasing you for the time being, but don't go far.
Good day, Detective.
Oh, hello, ladies. What are you doing here?
Well, I thought since the parade was canceled, we might take Susanna to see Santa.
I respectfully decline.
I respectfully decline your decline.
Julia, what does Santa Claus have to do with the birth of Christ?
Just get your coat, will you?
Dr. Ogden? Here. It's a Christmas gift for Suzanne.
Oh, well, how thoughtful of you. Thank you, Henry.
Well, I do love children.
Shall we?
Day late, a dollar short, I'd say, Higgins.
Oh, shut up, George. I mean, I am but a servant of goodness.
Apparently, this is the only place in the city where children can leave their letters to Santa. Isn't that adorable?
25 cents to take a photograph with Santa. It's preposterous.
Reach down deep within and find your Christmas spirit, William.
I fear that may be long extinguished. Christmas is becoming nothing but a cheap facade. And Santa Claus, a con man that takes money from little children and leaves them with nothing but disappointment.
Here you are, sir.
What's all this about, Higgins? Why are you bringing me milk?
It's posset.
Posset? I'm not a sickly child.
There's a lot of rum in it.
Oh. Say no more. Oh, it's good. It's very good. What have you done this time?
What do you mean? I'm just being nice, sir.
Nice is not your nature. What's going on?
Just spreading some Christmas cheer.
Something's rotten in the state of Denmark.
Did you find your dress for the concert tonight?
No, I'm afraid we'll have to miss it. I went to the box office and they said it's sold out.
I already told you I bought us 2 tickets.
2. We need 3, one for Mother.
I still don't see the issue.
George, we can't leave her at home alone in such a fragile state.
Effie, it's a few hours. She'll be fine.
Absolutely not. We're missing the choir, and that's that.
Thank you for the car, Santa.
You are very welcome, son. I'm glad that I could help.
Danny, do you remember me, Detective Murdoch?
Yes.
When you wrote your letter to Santa about the car, did you put it in that mailbox?
Yes. You tell him your Christmas wishes and then they come true.
Thank you.
William, what is going on?
Julia, I believe Santa Claus may be the killer.
What? William.
Pardon me, Mr. Nicholas. Detective Murdoch, Toronto Constabulary. I need you to come with me.
Hello, son. Well, now, what do you want for Christmas?
Get up, or I will force you up.
How about a shiny new badge?
All right, that's it.
What are you doing to Santa?
Just need to ask him a question.
You can't put him in jail.
I never said that.
You're ruining Christmas.
All right, you're coming with me.
But I didn't do anything. Help!
Move it.
Well, no Santa for us.
You are very definitely on the naughty list. Those children are scarred for life.
You resisted arrest.
And you destroyed Christmas for those youngsters.
You admitted to delivering that car to that lad's home, one that had been stolen from a murdered man.
I was just playing along. I don't know anything about a murder.
What about the orphanage?
What orphanage?
Don't play games with me. The children of St. Nicholas Orphanage wrote you to save them from being evicted. Then they receive a large sum of money.
I had nothing to do with that. Look, 11 months of my life, I'm a blacksmith in Picton County. 1 month a year, I play Santa Claus. If I had the money to buy roadsters and save orphanages, do you think I'd be doing what I'm doing? Truth be told, I don't even read the damn letters.
I knew it.
What?
Nothing. You're a fraud.
I'm a man with a job, one I work hard at every day. Ask anyone. Now, will you let me go?
I'm not in the business of releasing killers.
I didn't kill anyone.
How goes it, Ebenezer? Santa still in the cells?
He remains the most viable suspect.
And what about the children waiting for him?
I'm sure Mr. Gleaton will just hire another one.
What do you think about wristwatches?
They seem quite practical, actually. Why?
I'm thinking of getting Watts one. I hear they're all the rage. But I wonder...
Wonder what?
Would you consider a wristwatch jewelry?
Oh. Well, I suppose.
If one wears an adornment, it's jewelry.
Yes, but it remains a suitable gift. Although these are much more than $3.
Oh, my very own Ebenezer Scrooge.
You've been speaking with the inspector?
No, but if the shoe fits.
Where is Susanna?
I just put her down.
I'll kiss her goodnight.
Did you bring her a lump of coal?
Oh, witticisms abound.
Dear Santa Claus, do the misdeeds of my parents affect my position on the nice list? I myself have been a picture of niceties all year long, and I hope to see the rewards of that with the band award. With sincerity, William Murdoch.
Could you imagine hearing Handel's Messiah live and in person?
Yes. Well, there's always next year, George.
Gingerbread. Get it while it's hot.
No, thank you, Mrs. Newsom. It gives me terrible indigestion.
Well, more for me and Effie, darling.
Mother, you know I don't like gingerbread.
Well, your father loves it. Oh, he really does. I'll just throw it away.
Would it have killed you to try one?
Well, yes, it might have. It gives me terrible indigestion.
You said, George.
Severe indigestion, Effie.
Sir?
Thank you, Henry.
Best of the season to you, sir. What are you up to?
2 deaths so far have been linked to these letters. I'm looking for the next possible victim.
Could you use some help?
Well, certainly. Thank you, Henry.
My pleasure.
Look for any mention of people who have been naughty.
Yes. You know, sir, this Christmas has rattled my nerves. One wonders what the holiday is coming to.
I couldn't agree more. It's shameful.
Where's your mother?
She won't leave her room.
Well, why don't you take her out shopping? That'll cheer her up.
George, what would cheer her up is my father coming to get her.
Then ask him to.
He would never. He's very proud.
Then we'll give him a reason to. Come with me. Come on.
You sure this is a good idea? What do you want me to do?
Well, just root around.
Root around?
Yes, root around. You're discovering the wonders of a new planet.
Well, how do you propose I do that?
Oh, just root around. There we go. Excellent. This will get your father here toot sweet.
Most of the letters were unopened, sir, except for these.
This one is complaining to Santa because her father doesn't make enough money to buy her what she wants. And this one, he's asking for an automobile.
Children don't know what things cost, sir.
They should learn that the important things in life don't cost a thing.
I suspect that's a lesson lost on most of us, sir. Most of what I make, I spend on Ruth, and it's never enough. I swear, sometimes it's...
Heck, it's Christmas.
Hang on, sir. Have a look at this one. It's a letter from the orphanage.
Oh, yes. That's from little Tina, asking Santa to make Mr. Barnes disappear.
It seems Santa granted her wish.
He certainly did that. Anything you'd like to say?
I've never seen this before.
It was opened.
And as I told you, I don't read the letters.
Well, then who does?
I didn't think anyone did.
I mean, how do children get what they want if you don't? Of course, you're not real.
Can I leave now?
You can leave when this matter is resolved.
Can I get you anything? Milk and cookies?
You have anything stronger?
I'll see what I can do.
I must confess, this season never gives me much joy.
You're a Scrooge as well.
Excuse me?
Charles Dickens. A Christmas Carol?
You read Charles Dickens?
What's wrong with Charles Dickens?
Oh, well, I've never been one for fiction, but fiction combined with Christmas themes is just too much.
Oh, I share the same feelings. I've never been one for the holiday.
Not even as a child?
Oh, especially as a child. My father was always running one scheme or another during Christmas. It usually ended up in us being on the run before the day even came.
So it's hard to miss what you never had.
Well, all it is for me is another day, complicated by the fact that you have to buy someone a gift. And if you don't buy the right thing, they'll judge you for it.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Hart. I don't want for much.
I'm not buying for you, Llewellyn. But I do know who is.
Is that so?
Are you curious?
Well...
Help! Anyone, help! There's something going on over at Gleaton's. I was just closing up for the evening and I saw this.
Detective Llewellyn Watts of the Toronto Constabulary. Are you all right? Oh, right.
Oh, thank you.
Let me guess. Naughty?
Mother? Mother, really?
What's she doing?
Leaving.
Well, she can't do that.
Why?
Because your father might be on the way. Mrs. Newsom, please, you can't leave.
Well, where are you even going?
My sisters. I'm not welcome here, and I won't stay where I'm not wanted.
How can you say that? I want you here. Please, Deirdre, I want you to stay. I want you to be happy for Christmas. Isn't that right, Effie?
Yes, that's right.
What could be more important than being with family at Christmas?
Did you just say family Christmas? Did you just say that? A family Christmas? When Perry isn't here? Please.
Do you ever think before you speak?
Mother. No. Mother. No. He didn't mean that.
Oh, for the love of Saint Steve.
Who did this to you?
I didn't see. He hit me from behind.
What can you tell me about this?
Whoever clobbered me jammed it into my mouth.
Who is Amanda Blake?
She's a student of mine.
Ah. We received this, Mr. Lark. Please, Santa, I have been ensnared within the clutches of a horrible monster named Mr. Peregrine Lark. He takes pleasure in being horrible and making children cry. Most recently, he has stolen my favorite spinning top right before Christmas. And I am anguished. But this is funny.
That is the best piece of writing Amanda has produced in some time.
Why does she call you a monster?
I admit, I am a teacher who runs a tight ship, but I am certainly not a monster.
Then why would she write this?
I repeatedly told her that she could not bring her toys to school. She wouldn't listen and brought in this terribly annoying spinning top. So I confiscated it.
That's all?
That's all.
Certainly not actions punishable by death or...
Have a Merry Christmas, Murdoch.
Oh, you as well, sir?
Off home?
Not quite yet.
Mass?
No. I'm going to stop by the Blake residence. The killer tends to reward the nice. Perhaps I can catch him in the act.
Not much of a Christmas Eve.
Well, I'll be there on the day.
I'll go with you, sir.
Oh, no, thank you, Henry. It's Christmas Eve.
Crime doesn't take a break for the holidays, sir.
What's going on with you, Higgins?
Nothing.
Ever since this Christmas killer came out, you've been acting like a decent person. Something tells me that somebody thinks they're on the list.
Just doing my job, sir.
It might be too late to make amends.
Hang on, sir. I'm coming.
2 months before Christmas, Ruthie provides me with a list of objects she desires. They're ranked and itemized. It's my job to find them. Last year, I had to write to Paris, France, for a scarf, if you can imagine.
Why does a woman like Ruth, who presumably has everything, need a gift?
Well, everyone likes surprises, sir.
Well, it's hardly a surprise if it's ranked and itemized.
Well, everyone likes a present.
Not everyone gets a gift.
Look, sir.
Is that a spinning top?
It appears to be.
You there! Elf! Toronto Constabulary!
Stop!
Help! Help! This man is under arrest. Go about your business.
Very good, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I'll get it. Mr. Newsom, thank God you're here. Come in. You got the pictures.
What pictures?
The pictures of the aliens.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've come to see my wife.
What do you want?
I want you to come home.
Why?
Because it's Christmas. Because you're my wife and because I love you.
Are you sorry?
I took a coach all the way here. Of course I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh, darling. Okay. Now you two enjoy your first Christmas alone, and I'll go get my bags.
Now, what was this you said about aliens?
Harry.
I suppose it can wait.
You don't see what I see.
Could you clarify that?
I see greed. I see evil.
I see plenty of both.
Well, then you know, greed and evil are always rewarded.
Well, that's not always true.
If that's the case, it's because of men like you and I.
You and I are nothing alike.
You arrested Santa Claus.
Because I believed him to be a criminal.
Santa's no criminal. He rewards the good and punishes the naughty.
And he wasn't doing his job. So you took it upon yourself.
I'm Santa's little helper, yes.
Well, then you are under arrest for murder on Christmas Eve.
So gracious of you and George to have us in your home. I would have thought you'd want to have Christmas alone.
Oh, we had Christmas alone many times.
Yes, it's quite striking, Inspector. Thank you.
That cost more than $3. What about the rules?
Sir?
Such a stickler for rules.
You had me, George?
This is for you, sir, yes. Oh. You open it.
Rather extravagant, don't you think?
Don't worry, darling. I haven't forgot you.
Oh,
jewelry. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's not bloody jewelry, it's a practical timepiece, nothing more.
Aren't all adornments some form of jewelry?
Yes. No, definitely not.
George, what is this?
Sir, it's an electric toaster. It has various settings. It will cook your bread to perfection on both sides.
Oh, that's ingenious. Oh, I wish I'd thought of that.
Thank you. And here you are, sir.
Oh, you didn't have to get everyone a gift, Higgins. Besides, the killer's already been caught.
Well, I know that, sir, but it's too late to return them.
Much appreciated.
A scalpel. Your husband's an infinitely practical man.
I should say, when we were courting, he gave me a bullet extractor.
You never know.
Oh, William, this one's for you.
Oh, are you sure? I've just received a toasting, thank you, device.
I believe this one is from Santa.
Santa? Oh, it's a Bandalore. I've always wanted one of these. Julia, how could you have known?
I think Santa might have finally got your letter.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. I'd say we can do a little bit better than that silly Christmas concert, can't we, George?
Yes, indeed we can.
God
rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing ye dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power, and we were led astray. Oh,